Hello, how are you doing? I'm going to react to something. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is, but it's POKIMANE, and she's just come on stream, and she's clearly dressed herself up like a princess. She looks like a very young woman now, not a girl, a little streamer. She is she looks like she spent 3 hours getting ready for this stream. So she's clearly got something important to say. I've got a feeling it's going to go on for ages. And I know how shit I look. I look like a dirty old man. Look at me. I have stopped dyeing my hair. I'm growing my beard for peace. I'm growing my hair for peace. I'm very conscious of the fact that my microphone's very hot. I'm trying to get that to a better level. I'm very conscious of that. I'm also deafening myself. And I've hurt my arm. Ow. Because I fell off my motorcycle doing 1,000 miles an hour. Anyway, I'm going to react to this. God, age just creeps up on you. I'm not looking my best, but I am just doing this on the hoof. So let's see what Pokimane's got to say. Let's see. Oh, she's got her microphone set up terrible. Get on with it. Get on with it.
Hi, everyone.
Shut up.
Today I wanted to share something with you guys.
I have to be honest. I can't stand her.
That's been weighing on me the last few months. This pertains to something someone did that affected me and a few girls in my community. I want to preface everything by saying that I've spoken to the victims. I use quotation marks because
Right, so there's victims. This could be bad, guys. I got to watch what I say and do here. Look how immaculate everything is in the background. YouTube gold plaque. Is that good? Is on display. Everything's impeccable. Everything's impeccable on this stream. She clearly is aware that this is going to be a big story. So let's see what happens.
I don't want to refer to them as victims. Like, they're not just that. They're really, really sweet, kind girls. So I'll probably refer to them as like girls or girls.
Yo, I'm going to keep jumping ahead because it bores me.
Also, since it's such a delicate topic, I want to make sure that I approach it properly. So I have a bunch of notes on my computer. So if you
right, well, I'm going to be skipping across her notes because I don't care about delicate.
You see, if you hear me breathe like that, like information he gathered from his job, as well as specifically in my community, by falsifying a romantic and sexual relationship with
whoa.
Essentially,
sorry, I'm reversing.
Really want to get this off my chest.
Okay.
As well as warn my community.
Of which her chest, which she's partially exposing, I might add.
I also want
mind you, I'm sat here in my pants, so
to say that within the industry, I've done everything I can to make sure this person isn't able to repeat this behavior.
She's so powerful. I can't stand her.
If you hear me breathe like that, like I
don't care about how you
someone
breathe.
That I and many streamers have been working with for years. Someone who was also employed at a large company in the industry.
Get with it.
Information he gathered from his job, as well as threatening to harm himself if these girls turned against him.
Yeah, well, that's your word.
To my face, this person was always very professional and kind. He is well networked in the industry.
He's a nice guy.
Many streamers.
He's a nice guy.
He has helped us with many things. This was someone that we were
guy.
genuinely grateful for their help.
He's a nice guy.
That is until a few months ago.
What do you do?
A few girls in my community
came
forward to me with some concerns and asked to speak to my manager.
We're coming forward to you with some concerns. Can we speak to your manager?
They proceeded to
look how officious she's sounding, like they're a proper company or something.
Countless screenshots and videos of their conversation with him, proving the lying and manipulation that was going on.
Lying and manipulation.
So basically, he would reach out to girls that he knew were like in my chat or viewers of mine. He would approach them, and because of his connections with streamers and the company he worked at, he seemed like a very trustworthy individual.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
He would then tell the girls that he's suicidal and deals with mental health issues, which of course would garner him a lot of sympathy And again, these girls are so sweet. So
they're
of course they would hear him out.
They're so nice.
And then once he felt that he gained their trust enough, he would start sharing these photoshopped Discord conversations with me. Like he would share it with them, but they were of me and him, as well as making up like wild stories about me. He acted like he knew and hung out with me and my friends in person. This is someone I've never met. I've never hung out with them, let alone had any relationship with past, talking about only work-related things.
I hate this guy. What did he?
I did not have sexual relations with this man. He fabricated all of this just to manipulate these girls.
Don't care.
Mind you, I'm giving you like the summarized version.
I don't know what you're talking about at the minute.
I haven't seen all the evidence that they sent my managers for my own mental health. Like,
just stop. Photoshop's a lovely piece of software. I recommend you upgrade it regularly. It's very expensive though, so just keep it upgraded so you don't, so it doesn't lag.
The girls were kind enough to be like, you shouldn't see this. Like, let us send it to your manager.
What?
But let me give you the summary.
Here we go.
He laid this groundwork over months and months.
What are you talking about? Spit it out.
Basically, the 2 years that I've known or worked with him every now and then.
What are you talking about?
Which makes me so fucking mad.
All right, don't swear.
To know that this was going on. Like right under my nose for so long.
What's he done?
He claimed that his relationship with me made him suicidal, and he used this to make the girls feel like they couldn't turn their backs on him.
I'm not feeling too happy to be alive right now myself.
And to think that like I was an evil person.
Well, you might be.
He told elaborate stories of our alleged sexual encounters in detail to girls that are like in my community, things that obviously never occurred.
That's not against the law.
He created fake screenshots as evidence, Discord logs. When he and I would talk about work things, he would then take that conversation and like edit the second half.
These are people who tell you, this is the nice people. These are the people who put be nice into their bios. Hold on, breaking news. Prince Harry and Meghan have been requested to vacate their British base. I've been chucked out the house. These are people who be nice and like talk about being nice, and they're like that. Mwah, mwah, and he's such a nice guy. Oh, you're so lovely. Oh, you're so sweet. You know, all this lies and these pretense. This pretense about how they behave, and the people she's talking about who are such nice girls. People aren't like that. People are jealous. They are angry. They're sad. They do things that are dishonest. Everybody is like that. There's no such thing as like, these saints. And Pokimane is probably just as bad. Not in terms of being insincere. I certainly know she's had a lot of people who don't like her. I don't believe a thing she says. I don't believe, just like I don't believe this is what she looks like, because this is a painted painting as far as I can see. Look at how everything's been cleaned up. This is an official statement. It's already she's working you just by the appearance of the room, let alone her own appearance. Look, I bet she's got, I don't know if she's got people in the room, but she has been out and got herself done up just to make this video. But anyway, go on.
Of it to like look inappropriate or weird. I don't even want to go into detail.
How terrible. She's making me look really ugly, by the way. I am here looking my best. And she's there looking like a Vogue magazine cover, which is not how people look, by the way. And she's making me look bad. I like her chair, though. I don't know about the grey. I would have gone for black.
Because it's really fucking gross. He would use like inappropriate photos, like nudes that weren't of me, and he would send them to the girls and say that it was me.
What? Hold on. Why? So we've got this guy who's really nice. Who started photoshopping conversations, who's now sending pictures of Pokimane nude because he's saying he had a relationship with her, and he's sending them to these girls. Why? What are they? How are these girls? How is he feeling that they're okay to receive this information? How is that? I'm not getting what they're like at all. They're saints. Everyone's saints except this guy who's photoshopping stuff. Pokimane, by the way, seems to be somebody who doesn't ever have a romantic relationships with anyone. They don't exist because we never hear about them. She doesn't talk about them. They don't happen. They don't exist. So when the stories come out that they do exist, she's like, no, they don't. They don't exist. It doesn't happen. I don't do it. I'm not like that. I don't have boyfriends. I don't sleep with people. I don't do that. Anyway.
He also leaked confidential information to these girls to gain their trust. For example,
what she should do is just say what law has been broken. What has he done? What's the laws that have been broken? So far, it sounds like he's just been horrible. And she's saying leaking?
Example,
did she say leak there?
Let's send them to the girls. Or weird, I don't even want to go into details because it's really fucking gross. He would use like inappropriate photos, like nudes that weren't of me, and he would send them to the girls and say that it was me. Right. He also leaked confidential information to these girls to gain their trust. For example.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. So leaked means it is true.
Let's say he worked at a company that sponsored me, and if like we did an activation together, he would.
What's that mean? An activation? What's that mean?
Tell the girls how much I made.
He's telling them how much money she gets. Oh, big deal.
To like make himself seem like, oh, I know so much and I'm so important, and
yeah, that's fine. That if he wants to share that info, then it's her fault for sharing that kind of information. Or where's he getting it from? But he's got access to it. I think we should know how much these people make. It's no big deal.
And he would mix that with like information that he makes up.
Right. So he's basically winning people's trust by making out that he's part of the her business. I know everything that's going on with Pokimane in the background. Okay, he doesn't sound like a nice guy, does he? But I don't believe for a minute she's a nice girl either. Go on. And really sort out that gate you've got on your horrible, noisy microphone. You are a professional streamer. You put thousands of pounds into your appearance, but you haven't got a clue how to use the kit. I'm not a professional streamer, but my microphone sounds beautiful compared to yours, even though I look like a dirty old man in the bottom of the screen.
Afterwards, he would then try to develop romantic and sexual relationships with these girls.
Why not? That's what doesn't Destiny try and make romantic relationships with his fans?
After gaining their trust,
what people have been saying.
He would hit on them, offer to fly them,
and that's okay. And nobody has a problem with that.
Out, meet up in person, buy them gifts.
That's nice.
Ask for inappropriate photos of them.
Well, I think there could be a lot of before you ask for inappropriate photographs of people. And it sounds like she's saying photographs and everything's plural and there's lots of meetings. It sounds like there's these women who are completely innocent in all this so far are engaging in conversations with this guy. If they're kind of like being impressed by somebody because he's saying, yeah, I know how much she got for that gig, and yeah, I know Pokimane, and I'm if they're impressed by that, then this is how sad the streaming world is, and this is how bad streamers have made it, because people are being exploited all the time by streamers who think they're rock stars, and she thinks she's a rock star, by the way. And sometimes it goes, you get stuck in the middle of it. Now, I'm not condoning what he's doing. But I'm certainly not condoning what they're doing either, so far. Although I'm told they're victims, so let's see how bad this gets.
After sending them fake inappropriate photos of me.
So far, it's a bunch of stupid people being impressed by somebody saying they're friends of Pokimane. So they're stupid. And then they're going out with him, and then they're flirting with. Well, it sounds like they must be flirting with him for him to then say, "Oh, start sharing the nudes thing." This is a whole culture that's going on of Instagramming and sharing pictures and sharing images of yourselves. And I don't know to what extent she's talking about. But this is happening all the time, and everyone thinks it's funny and cool and hilarious, except when this happens. But so far, it sounds like everyone's flirting with everybody in this story, but she's making out it's just him. He's saying, oh, you send me your dirty pictures, oh yeah. And they're like, oh no. But no, what's happening is they've been lured into him, and they're impressed by the clout that he has and the connections that they have, and people are and she said these girls are fans of hers. So, okay. They're stupid, and they're encouraged to be fans. People aren't. streamers should be telling people, like, don't think of us as heroes or idols or anything. We don't even know how to set up the gate on our microphones. We're that stupid. Streamers are stupid. Just remember that. There's no talent in streaming. It's dead easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And success is not measured by how much money you make. Success is measured by your contribution to the world. And that's why I'm hugely successful, because I'm contributing this video to the world, which is a demonstration of my success. Thank you very much.
Ask for personal information. Like, it is truly some of the most disgusting.
There's nothing wrong with asking for personal information. What's your name? That's personal. What does she mean? Say what you mean. You know, oh, what's your favorite color? That's personal information. What sort of car have you got? Oh, that's personal information. And she's like, look how horrified she is. This is obviously, well, it might do. I don't know, because she's one of these people who overreacts to things. But let's see how, and we haven't been told yet what's happened. Nothing bad has happened yet, apart from the fact that a bunch of stupid people have been attracted to a guy who's lying to them and giving them, well, apparently she does know him, by the way, but he's making out that, oh, you know, I've got a bit of clout, me. I'm in the periphery of her celebrity, and if you come into my world, I'm a step closer for you to her. So come and get to know me, ladies.
Disgusting and deplorable behavior that I've ever fucking heard of.
Blah, blah, blah.
And you guys know I've seen some shit.
Feelings. Be specific.
It was also really bothersome to me to find out about.
So we're going from deplorable to bothersome. She's reading notes, by the way. This is terrible and be told,
well, yeah, there's really not much that you can do. There's no legal course that I can really take.
Exactly.
Even though
because he's not done anything wrong. But so far from what she said, there's nothing. He's done nothing wrong.
Works. And he was let go once the investigation completed.
What investigation?
And I am so extremely.
We've not been told about an investigation, but there was one.
Extremely grateful that one of the girls was willing to talk to the investigators, because if she wasn't, there would have actually been nothing that we can do. He would have kept his job. He would have been able to maybe go on and do much worse things.
Well, that means he hadn't done anything wrong. If he was able to keep his job and carry on doing what he was doing, there was nothing wrong. There was nothing illegal about it. So what have you done? If you've got somebody cancelled, basically, and who is this girl? These are all stupid people talking to stupid people, and this is a stupid person telling us about it. Really annoying. This is what streaming is, guys. Bunch of idiots.
Even now, it frightens me to think about what he might do next.
Oh, here we go.
Even if he has kind of like, since the investigation ended, kind of...
She's projecting her horror about something onto something that he hasn't done yet, but making out it's going to be really bad. If he does this again, I'm going to be so horrified. And that means that tells you how bad it is because of my level of horror. And everything that comes from her is just bullshit.
Disappeared.
She'll start crying soon.
I'm sure he'll find something else to do. So I don't know who he may try to manipulate in the future, even though I'm not going to let it fuck.
She's saying she doesn't know who. She doesn't care who. She doesn't want this guy to exist anymore.
It can happen anywhere in this industry or anywhere near me.
Look at her getting all tough and I'm in charge and I'm important. I can't stand that. She thinks she's like money. It drives me mad that people think they have power. This is a bully at work here. She's a bully.
I'll tell you that fucking much.
Yeah, you can swear. Well done.
That using mental health or suicide as a way to manipulate others or threatening to harm yourself in order to control someone
is what everybody does. And you're trying to manipulate things now by you're going to talk about, you've talked about victims and you're going to talk about how upset you are and you've talked about how horrified you are, and that's all part of it. That's all psychological manipulation.
Is absolutely not.
Tell us exactly what he has said. Show us the receipts, because so far this has just been you chatting and being emotional.
Okay. And if anyone out there ever experiences
I get so mad. I've got no idea what this is about, by the way.
Please do not face it alone. Please reach out to someone. If these girls didn't end up talking to each other and piecing together the fact that he was lying, I genuinely...
Liars.
I don't know what could
Hey, watch out, girls. There's liars out there. Oh, yeah. Pull your hair aside. By the way, guys, breasts. Don't forget them. Unbelievable. Look, can we just go back and watch her do? Look at what she does.
Didn't end up talking to each other and piecing together the fact that he was lying. I genuinely
we can't see her chest very clearly. Look,
I don't know what could have happened.
What could have happened? So is she talking about rape here? Well, if she is, what does she do when she's thinking about it? Oh. Anyway, guys,
I feel
don't buy this rubbish from these people. These people are idiots.
About the situation, pretty matter-of-factly thus far.
Pretty matter-of-factly thus far. Pretty matter-of-factly thus far. I love the use of thus. Like it's like she's good at this. I spoke about this very matter-of-factly thus far. These people are idiots, by the way. They don't know what they're doing. They think they're professionals. They think, oh, we are, she's getting money. She's probably having meetings in nice buildings and nice, and she's probably getting spoiled and people are treating her like she's a goddess. She ain't. She's got no talent whatsoever. What's her talent? Tell me. Tell me what her talent is. If she didn't look the way she looked, tell me how much money she'd be making today.
Care for me and to those in my community.
Drives me nuts.
I want to share my perspective a bit.
That's all you've done so far. And now she's smiling. I hope that hair doesn't cover up. Oh, she's laughing now.
Well, basically, it's because one of the reasons that I wanted to talk about it was in hopes that it could help me and the girls that he manipulated. Like the
girls who were manipulated, of course. The stupid girls who wanted to get, wanted a bit of clout and wanted to get closer to her. These girls. Yeah, that's that. Do that face. Men suck. Oh, here come the tears. Cute tears. She's crabbing out because she trusts everybody so much. Hold on, let's skip forward. Oh, now I'm going to feel bad. Is this tears for the girls? By the way, when you see somebody cry, you have to remember that is not an indicator of the gradation of how bad something is, right? Very, very simple things can make people cry. Kittens can make people cry. Dropping a dish while you're washing the dishes can make people cry. It doesn't mean, just because they're crying, that what's happened is as bad as they make out. If anything, it could indicate that the person just hasn't got a grasp of their own emotions or they're overly emotional. And if that's the case, when people are like that, sometimes they can make out things are a lot worse than they are. So far, the story she's been telling us is that there's some guy who's been making photoshops, who's tried to convince girls, plural, that he's something that he isn't. She hasn't talked about sexual assault. She hasn't talked about anything like that at all. If she does, I'll change my tune immediately. But it sounds like it's about sharing images. And these tears from her, we don't know why they're there. Is she feeling bad for the girls? Or is she feeling bad for the images that exist out there about her? I don't know anything about it. This is new drama. And I'm just reacting to it. And I look like an old, dirty old man. That's better. Oh, whatever. She'll be loving that she's crying. I don't care.
Also, what the fuck is up?
Hold on. Now she's angry.
Trying to pin women against each other.
What's this? Pinning women against each other?
Also, what the fuck is up?
What's your language?
With guys trying to pin women against each other.
So this is now all men. All right. So we're now applying this to all men. All men are like, she's found a guy who's being bad, and now she's attaching it to all men because she's sexist bigot.
For their own benefit.
Yeah, we do that. Oh, have I been banned? What's happened? What happened? Okay, we interrupt this program while I learn how to use Twitch. Is that done? What happened there? Let me just go and check to see if she's still streaming.
If that makes sense. And that's really hard for me. I'm a streamer, not a fucking actress. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you are an actress. Let me just check if that is it. Oh, yeah, it does go
Sharing someone's nudes.
Oh, that's new news.
It's scary. It makes me angry.
Hold on. Let me just see. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to see if I can pick this up again. This is all no edits.
Lie on me to make other girls hate me.
Oh, hello. I didn't know about that.
Fucking exhaust.
That'll be the real reason for the tears if people have been hating on her.
Personal with me.
Where's the first set of tears? That's what I want. How long have we been going? 25 minutes. So they'll be down here. Oh, no, there's laughing there. There we go. There's the tears. Right, guys. Right, we're back on it. Cue tears. Action! All right. Come on now. Don't worry. She's going to be laughing in a couple of seconds, in minutes. Ooh.
To then manipulate them for his own benefit?
Well, women manipulate men for their benefit all the time. Manipulating people for your benefit is not illegal.
It's just so fucking disgusting.
Well, we haven't said what it is yet. You said it's nude.
It's involved. More than disgusting. It's evil.
Well, evil's not more than disgusting. Evil's more... That's not a religious thing, I think, evil. It's like a... I'm never happy with that term, evil.
Also, what the fuck is up with guys trying to pin women against each other for their own benefit? Like... You couldn't just hit on people normally. You had to make up a fucking sob story and fake a relationship with me and try to make me look like the bad guy to try to get other girls to fall for you. Like, what the fuck?
She's now turning into a screaming, angry,
it's giving delusional and desperate.
She's in the playground now. I can't stand this. I mean, this is how... See, where's the professional woman we had at the start of this? Now we've got her...
And then my anger turned into sadness.
Here we go. She's trying to gather herself together.
But... I held on to the thought that everything would be okay.
A few seconds ago, we just saw her being angry, and now she's not angry. So what are you? Are you angry or not angry? Because she's jumping around in terms of the demonstration of emotions. So which ones are we to believe? That you're angry? That you're sad? That you're upset? And now you're going to be all smart ass, you're in charge, aren't you?
Okay. After the investigation completed.
What investigation?
And it did finish, and he was fired. And I planned on...
The investigation was in some workplace. Okay. All right, whatever.
Never talking about it and just letting it pass.
He would have gone on and on and on.
But with time, I realized, like...
Who are you talking about, by the way? Why didn't you just say his name?
That feeling of satisfaction or healing never really came. Good. I don't feel like I'm over it.
What are we talking about?
He got fired and disappeared, and that's all. Yeah, like, it doesn't undo the trauma that these girls endured over months or years.
He's not responsible for how they feel. You are responsible for how you feel. And we encourage people to feel things too much. Stop being so freaking emotional. And we need parents to encourage the kids to deal with trauma, as she calls it. It's not just being upset, like when you stub your toe or whatever. That stubbing your toe for these people is trauma. Anything that isn't absolute happiness and delight is trauma. It's like either one extreme or it's not, or it's the other extreme. There's no middle ground at all. And that because of that, people just either are falling apart or they're laughing their heads off. And this is what the streaming community is. It is this, and what Twitch is. It's a bunch of people who are just wrapped up in emotions. They don't care about the actual facts of the matter. And she can't understand it. Why is this guy getting away with behaving the way he did? Because the fact of the matter is that he didn't break any rules or law. He's been fired probably because they just don't like him because of what he did. And what he did is probably very shitty. But it's not breaking a law. Sharing nudes is breaking a law. So I'm not sure how the police didn't get involved in that. So I'm a bit dubious about that whole thing, because I would have thought, I mean, what do you mean by nudes? I'm a bit grey area about that, to be honest, because I wouldn't have thought that was legal, because that's kind of harassment. And how old are these people? Is everyone like adults in this? Because we're currently sounding like a bunch of people in a playground.
Years, or the distrust that this incident has forced upon me.
Oh, she's got distrust forced upon her now, whatever the frick that means.
And I went to these girls and I told them how I was feeling.
Feeling.
And I was kind of relieved to hear the same thing from them. Like,
they're feeling the same.
A lack of closure.
We feel it too.
A weird
we feel like we've got lack of closure.
Feeling of uncertainty.
We're not certain anymore.
Which is why we wanted to speak about it.
We need to speak about it because we're not certain.
And they said that they hope that hearing me talk about it publicly would make them feel better too.
We hope it'll make us better.
On top of that,
give them money.
Chance that there are any other.
Give them 40 grand each. They'll feel. I can swear to God, they will start laughing and be delighted. Give them 40 grand each. Do that. They will love it.
Other victims out there.
Do that.
Hearing this, they would know that they can reach out to us.
Reach out. How no, they can't. How do we reach out to
you?
Come on, you can cry. Bring them on. Come on. There's nothing there. But come on.
I really hope that this does make us feel better because...
Yeah, I feel better.
Up until now, it has just felt like...
Man! Oh, God!
Emotionally tiring work. Well, like helping with the investigation took weeks. I've had to warn so many people in the industry of him because
so many.
There were...
She's now had to warn people. She's such a good person doing that. Thank you. You're so powerful as well, by the way.
There's so many people who
your hair
with
needs
him
to be parted. I'm a bit concerned about that.
Figuring out how to handle this situation, like gathering evidence.
You're so brilliant.
Trying to provide adequate support to the girls. I'm sorry, I keep brushing up against my mic.
You haven't been doing that before. You're an idiot. Can you please sort your hair out?
Looking into whether he will still be a threat or harm to others, or if
he's can we get him banned off Photoshop? Let's uninstall it. Uninstall Photoshop.
Transferring to another company nearby and repeating this behavior.
He must never work again.
Trying to leverage the experience he had at the past company or working with me. Like, I don't know what this person is capable of.
What company? What investigation? Who's fired him? Who are you talking about?
It just pisses
me
off.
the girls?
Like, how come someone else's shitty fucking behavior is now...
We're not upset anymore. We're angry again, guys. We're going to anger. Tears have gone. Angry boss coming in now.
My responsibility to bear.
I'm the victim.
Like, I understand life's unfair, but this just feels fucking egregious.
Language.
Also...
Egregious. She tries so hard to sound smart, and she really isn't. Also, what? There we go. We sorted the hair out. She saw herself on the camera. We can't see her breasts. Please sort it out while we talk about men harassing women. Thank you.
It just fucking blows my mind. That's
what's happened? You haven't told us anything. We don't know the company. We don't know the guy. We don't know the girls. We don't know what happened. We just know the Photoshop were involved. And currently, I'm a bit mad with Adobe because I think they're partly to blame for this.
Someone I worked with and trusted for years.
Disgusting.
Who showed.
This just demonstrates how rubbish she is at managing people and judging people. She's terrible at it. Because I would suss that guy out immediately, just like I'm telling you, I've sussed her out. She's a nightmare.
Such a kind and understanding and respectful face to me, who knows in detail the shitty stuff that female streamers have to deal with.
Oh, she's a victim. She's now the victim. She's somebody who's it's very tough doing what she does.
The sexualization that we're constantly dealing with.
Sorry, can you just part your hair again while you're telling us about the sexualization of streamers, please? Listen, I'm going to stop watching this. Are you getting it yet? Are you getting about the hypocrisy and the idiocy of people like this woman here? Because I find them infuriating. The bullshit that everyone has to go through when we listen to these people on stream who I hope one day, I think the advent of Kick is going to bring these people to their knees, hopefully. And hopefully that they'll all start being forced to behave themselves. Kick. I mentioned Kick because of the, did they broadcast the Super Bowl on Kick? Now I can almost guarantee that they weren't allowed to do that. And we'll see what happens with Olympics and other big sporting events. But there is going to be laws. There's going to be court cases, right? Incoming, guys. By the way, incoming court cases. And this petty business of people sort of in her periphery who are taking advantage of their positions and trying to get into the sack. What about the streamers who are all the time in the background trying to get girls into bed. It's happening all the time. And if you don't believe me, ask the streamers. They won't tell you. But we hear about it all the time, and we hear them laughing about it on streams. Like, no, don't say what's going on in real life, guys. Don't discuss the. I'll contact you after the stream. Yeah, we'll talk about it. There's all sorts of stuff happening, and the wool is constantly being pulled over the eyes of the viewers, who are constantly pouring money back into the streamers, and I think it's a big shame. But this is what's so that's my live reaction to that. I'm having a bit of fun with it. If people have been sort of abused or really hurt by this situation, she's failed to explain that there. I've not seen any evidence at all of anything from what she's just said. I don't know what she's talking about. And I think for her to complain at the end there about the sexualization of streamers while she is constantly adjusting her hair so you can see her breasts, that's what she's doing. Does it twice. I mentioned it twice. And she's saying that people sexualizing her is bad, but she's doing that all the time. She's wearing some lacy underwear crap going on down there. Nobody cares about that. Take your makeup off. Just be an ordinary person. Play computer games and hang out. Just be a person. Any money she's made, and I'm sure it's lots, is on the basis of the fact that she does that with her eyelashes all the time, or she does that with her hair. Look how orchestrated this whole shot is. Look how orchestrated everything is there. She looks like she's doing a shoot at Vogue, and she's in her bedroom, streaming, making a video that she's called "Talking to My Community." Even the fact that she's not putting a capital T on the word talking is deliberate. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, love to know what you think. And I'm more than happy, by the way, to step back from everything I've said if there has been a serious crime committed here. Because men who treat women badly, I got no time for. Or any human being treating any other human being badly, I've got no time for. I'm a humanitarian, and I believe that people should show respect for one another. But what we should also do is not just give it to people automatically. When we have people who are players, manipulators, pretenders, which is what I think POKIMANE is, that's my opinion, then they need to be called out. And no amount of money that she has can stop me calling her out for it. She can give me 40 grand though, and I'll never say a bad word about her ever again. How about that? Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Okay.
And, put up a front of being one of the good ones. And
Jesus. Bye.